Brought to you by Avidyne, flying made simple, and by Sennheiser, the quiet revolution, and by Bendix King. You might be solo, but you're never alone with Bendix King, and by XMWX Satellite Weather. Full perspective on any compatible device you choose.
Hello everyone, this is Russ Niles reporting for AvWeb from AirVenture Oshkosh, where Embraer has waged a lopsided battle to support its A-29 Super Tucano in the competition to select a light air support aircraft for the Air Force. Retired Marine Corps Colonel Bill Buckey showed us the airplane.
Well, behind me is the A-29 Super Tucano. This is the first time we've had it at the Oshkosh Air Show. The airplane is the only one of its kind in the United States. In North America. So we had the opportunity, because the aircraft was available, to bring it up here to Oshkosh. And again, it's the first time it's been on display in North America. We have approximately 160 aircraft that have been delivered to 9 different air forces on 3 different continents. The airplane itself the design is about 8 years old. They're currently in production, and it's very much like a 4th generation fighter. It's built for counterinsurgency and counter-narcotics. This aircraft is primarily made for the counterinsurgency role, although it's very good at ISR and counter-narcotics missions around the globe. It's very, very cheap to operate. The operating costs are about $1,000 a flight hour, which is a fraction of what aircraft 4th generation fighters are being used for that role today. The cockpit of this airplane is laid out very much like an F-16 or an F-18. Any pilot who's flown either of those airplanes will be able to get in this aircraft and understand how it operates and use the systems to be able to accomplish the mission. The first time I flew in this airplane, about 20 minutes into the flight, I was using the CCIP bombing system, which is very much like the F-18. Currently, we're in a competition called the Light Air Support. It's a U.S. Air Force program to provide a low-cost counterinsurgency aircraft to partner nations around the world. The first customer is supposed to be Afghanistan. There are several other countries who have shown interest in this program. The competition originally started back in December 2010, and there were 2 offers for this program. Embraer was one of them, partnered with Sierra Nevada Corporation out of Reno, Nevada. We've restarted the competition after the Air Force set aside the original award. The offerers submitted their proposals in June, and we're currently expecting an award in January. And we're hoping that as soon as we can get that award, that we'll be successful and we'll be able to start delivering these airplanes to our partners in Afghanistan, so they can start taking a significant role in air support of their own ground troops. This aircraft is built in Brazil, but it's about 86% Buy America compliant. The engine is a PT6 engine out of Pratt & Whitney, Canada. The aircraft also has Martin Baker Mark 10 ejection seats, and it is primarily, or a significant portion of the content of this airplane is U.S. content. The aircraft is designed for operating out of unimproved expeditionary airfields. The design, it was designed from the ground up to operate out of unimproved fields. It's got very robust landing gear. It sits very high up off the ground, and it was designed to be able to sustain itself in unimproved areas with a minimum of support. This airplane provides counterinsurgency capability at a low enough cost that a lot of nations that wouldn't be able to afford a 4th generation jet fighter can access these types of capabilities through this airplane. Currently, this aircraft is able to employ a full range of 133 different weapons combinations, to include laser-guided free-fall bombs. We just entered into an agreement with the Boeing company to integrate GPS-guided weapons to this airplane, which will add a huge increase to the capability of the aircraft and the accuracy that we would expect from GPS-guided weapons. If we win this competition, it's our intent to manufacture these airplanes in Jacksonville, Florida. It'll be on the same template that we've used to build executive jets in Melbourne, Florida.
Embraer let showgoers essentially crawl all over the Super Tucano. As for Embraer's competitor for the billion-dollar contract, there was a training version of the Hawker Beechcraft T6 on display, but it was behind a fence for most of the show. This has been Russ Niles reporting for AvWeb from AirVenture 2012. Thanks for watching.
Brought to you by Avidyne, flying made simple, and by Sennheiser, the quiet revolution, and by Bendix King. You might be solo, but you're never alone with Bendix King. And by XMWX Satellite Weather. Full perspective on any compatible device you choose.